Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a tall thin box with a milk carton top, but actually it's the detailing down here that I'm going to show you. So I've got it on autofocus and hopefully you can see that. So this is the lovely, very vintage stamp set. It's a hostess stamp set. Is it a hostess? No, it's not. It's a regular one. No, it is. It's a hostess stamp set. And so if you place an order over £150, €200, you can choose this for free. And so I've used Wink of Stella on this part, but not on this one, because I wanted to show you the difference so you can see it as I go from side to side. Just lovely. Okay, so let's make the whole box. Piece of cardstock that is 8 1/4 by 11 inches. And I've gone for Gorgeous Grape. So this one was Merry Merlot, but I'm going Gorgeous Grape this time, and I'm using my new pickup tool, which I love, and I absolutely adore this thing. It comes, oh, it's just a multi-purpose, all sorts of amazing, wonderful stuff. You've got a pickup dabber on one end, on one end, which has got a little bit of putty, and you can pick up sequins and stuff. The other end actually comes with this part in it. So you've got a paper piercer there, and you twist it and turn it round, and you have like a little spatula there, or you can remove it completely and you've got a double-ended stylus, which is what I'm going to use, because you know what, I've got it here in front of me and I'm not going to lose it. Okay, so on the long side, score it at 9, turn it over and score it at 10 1/2, which in metric is 5, 22 1/2, 26 1/2, and then turn it round and score it fully at 2, 4, 6 and 8. Did I tell you the measurements of this? 8 1/4 by 11 inches, 21 by 28, 2, 4, 6 and 8, which is 5, 10, 15, 20. And then we're going to part score it at 3 inches, just down to this first horizontal line, at 3 inches and 7 inches, which in metric is 7 1/2 and 17 1/2. Scooch that out of the way, find my long ruler, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to score from that point where I've part scored down there and there in a triangle, and on both of them. The lighting is so funny. I really struggle in the summer holidays. I struggle with time because my boys are off for the best part of 7 weeks, which means I kind of do as much as I can in advance as possible. But it's very difficult to do 7 weeks worth of filming in advance. Apart from anything, my battery doesn't last. So I do find it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. And so therefore I struggle with lighting and then with timing, or rather it's the timing that I'm struggling with and getting the right light. So it's quiet in the house at the moment. Chris is here, but the lighting's not brilliant. So if you work in 8 1/2 by 11, leave yours at the full 8 1/2 inches. But I'm International A4, so I don't have quite 8 1/2 inches. Okay, and this one we folded in the other direction is going to come back. Okay, so bits to get rid of. I'm just going to mitre very slightly at the top and down here, and then cut straight up these. Now some of you know I dislocated my finger, my little finger, right after I got back from Thailand, and it's not broken, but there was a spur on the end of my finger, but as you can see I've now developed a lump, which is not good. So if you can see it compared to the other one, there's quite the lump sticking out, and it's still quite bruised and quite fat compared to the other one, so struggling a little bit, not good. But I'm not going to wear the horrible thing that I meant to wear on video. It's not pretty. Okay, so here's my 4 panels that are going to go on the front. These measure 1 3/4 by 6 3/4, which is 4 1/2 by 17 1/2, and I'm going to stamp them first. So very vintage, beautiful big stamp. Let's get a block. And I've got my gorgeous grape. I'm going to get as much of it on as possible. So there's the first one. Second one. And you know what, you don't have to do the following stage that I'm going to do, but I do think it looks rather lovely. But it's, to be fair, it's quite beautiful as it is. Let's get those out of the way and then bring in my wink of Stella. So this was the first one I did, and as you move the wink of Stella around, let me zoom in for you. As you move the ink around, it tints up. You can begin to see the changes, I'm hoping. Maybe you can see them on these flowers. And it's just a really lovely effect. Really nice, really pretty. So that's the first one. I'll do the last one because that's probably a little bit wetter. Get that on camera so you can see. And so you get the glittery effect, but you also get the colour change as well. And it's so lovely. I love doing this. Wink of Stella makes me look good. Mind you, I say that about Stampin' Up stuff. Stampin' Up makes me look good. You know, because there's no way on earth I could ever draw anything that looks like this. But I love that it makes me creative. So you can see, hopefully, you can see the difference between the two. So let me do this one. And then what I will do, same as before, I will leave one of them the wrong colour, where I've not coloured it up. And then hopefully in the photos that I take afterwards you'll be able to see the difference. Okay, let me zoom back out again. There we go. Right, so let's get these panels on. So this one that I haven't coloured, I'm going to put it on the back next to this section here. Then it will be around the back for photographic purposes. Put these ones on as well. I do like these Hostess stamp sets. You can't buy them, you can only get them for free, which is good. So, but because we all like stuff for free. But no, you can't buy them with normal pounds or euros. You have to have spent over £150 or 200 euros, and then in a section at the back of the catalogue there are the exclusive Hostess sets, and it's one of those. Right, let me get some glue. So I'm going to run some tear and tape down here. And because of the width of my piece of cardstock, the tear and tape sticks out over the edge. But because it's double-sided, you just bring it back over on itself. And it sticks down, so which one's the back? It's actually the side, isn't it? Two sides in, and the back, and then the front. More tear and tape on there. If you're going to put something heavy in, put more glue on than me. And then these panels will go in. And I just want my handheld punch. I don't know if this is going to go through Oh, it did go through all the layers. Perfect. And I'll finish it off with some sheer ribbon in Whisper White. Where I need the other end. I do need to be able to get at the small end as well as the thick end. Doesn't want to go through. Does anybody else have issues like this with ribbon? Is it just me? Somebody asked what brand of scissors I used recently. These used to be sold by Stampin' Up, so they do say Stampin' Up on them. We don't sell them anymore, unfortunately, and I wish they would bring them back. I've only got 3 pairs. I don't know who made them for us. I don't know whether we made them and bought them under license. I would suspect if we did, it would be a brand called Tonic. But don't quote me on that. And I want to keep the length reasonably long. It's one of the boys talking to one of the kittens. And that is my finished box. Lovely. And yeah, quite a difference. Let me find the 2 sides. I think lovely. And I think it just, simple stamping, a little bit of Winker Stella. Gorgeous. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.